here we are traveling along at 250,000 views on TikTok. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my previous video got 250,000 views, many of which are wondering, so what happened to you being stranded in LAX due to LATAM Airlines incompetency? Because some of you are wondering, wow, this really escalated quickly. Oh, no, it's not done. They refuse to resolve the situation. I'm about a dozen emails deep with this case, escalated to supervisors, and they're just shrugging their shoulders going, hey, we can't do anything about this. So there we were, just about to leave for Peru, specifically southern Peru. We were on a mission trip there, so I'm gonna try to be careful and try not to do too many swear words in this video. And we all got an email saying, we're sorry, we have rebooked and rescheduled your flight. Now, yours truly, Bo Shevasu, I've traveled to 37 different countries around the world, so I'm used to mechanical failures, staffing issues, flights being bumped. You go with the flow, right?
No.
The flight was still active, our original booked flight. They rescheduled 14 people on a new flight. Later?
No.
Earlier. I've never actually been rescheduled on an earlier flight. This is curious, but that's okay. What do we have to do? We have to show up to the airport an hour or two earlier? We'll go with the flow.
No, it gets better.
We are now departing 10.5 hours earlier. If any of you have traveled internationally before, you know that pretty much cancels your last day. Thank goodness we weren't on a cruise or anything. Otherwise, we would have been out in the middle of the ocean and our new flight would have been departing without us. So the tick is starting to develop in my eye. Just gonna have to ask LATAM Airlines to cover the expenses of our hotels that we're no longer using on our last day, the new food that we need to buy, our transportation. So I called up LATAM Airlines and I said, look, I've got 14 people, including minors. This isn't just like 2 adults here who have the ability to be flexible and go with the flow. We've actually got unaccompanied minors who have notarized letters saying precisely when and where they're allowed to be. This is a big deal. They said, I'm so sorry. Yes, we see the record right here that we've rescheduled your flight. This is our own fault. Tell you what, we'll hook you up with hotel and food vouchers. When you get to LA, they'll be waiting for you and you don't have to sleep on the floor at the airport for 12 hours technically is when our next flight leaves. I said, okay, great, we'll meet you halfway. So there we were, traveling to Lima. And I go up to the counter, I said, hey, just to double check, in LA, you're gonna give us food and hotel vouchers, right? Like,
yes, absolutely. It is our fault that we rescheduled you. We'll take care of you. That is our obligation. Legally speaking, we need to do that.
So we show up to LA, go up to the ticket counter, and this is the video that you guys saw. And the lady says, we have no record of rebooking your flight. And now the tick is really starting to develop. I said, here is an email from you saying that we have rescheduled 14 people to leave 10.5 hours earlier from southern Peru. So here we are, and we're not gonna sit on the floor of LAX for 12 hours. She said,
well, there's some more comfortable seats over there if you'd like.
I said, no, we're going to stay right here in front of your ticket counter until you get us on an earlier flight. And I'm gonna make a video and put it on TikTok. Not trying to be entitled here. The love of Jesus. This lady is very kind, but it's not her character I question. It's her incompetency. Magically, within 45 minutes, oh, she has an earlier flight for us to leave. Hey, by the way, I don't mean to ask too much, but we actually paid extra to have reserved seats here because we have some health issues.
Oh, we're sorry, we can't honor those original seats, but tell you what, if you email us when you land in Seattle, we'll get you all squared away and refunded.
Okay, at this point, my wife was just like, Bo, I just want to get these 14 people home. Let's just do this. Yes, we got home. Hallelujah. Then I opened up the ticket and I said, hey, look, I would like compensation for the hotel, the food vouchers, and the refund for these upgraded tickets right here.
Oh, no. We can't do that. You've accepted this new rescheduled flight. And once you accept it and actually participate in this rescheduled flight, the onus of responsibility is on you for traveling. We can't give you any kind of vouchers.
You forced us to be at the airport 10.5 hours earlier. This is not my choice to be here. As a matter of fact, glasses are coming off. If you look at US DOT policies, if a flight bumps you more than like 4 hours beyond your initial scheduled flight, Guess how much they owe you? The airlines owes every ticketed passenger $1,550. At this point, if LATAM had just refunded our tickets, they would have come out ahead. But no, now I'm referencing USDOT. But LATAM says, no, that's not our policy to comply with that. So if you'd like to send us maybe some receipts of some expenses related to the rescheduling, then maybe, no promises, and we might refund those expenses. I don't care about LATAM's policies. It's the freaking law. U.S. Department of Transportation. And as for the stupid receipts that they're now requesting, when was the last time you were running through an airport and you thought to yourself, my 8-year-old daughter is hungry, I'm gonna buy her a quick sandwich at Starbucks and I better save my receipt here because this is gonna get reimbursed. Who saves those receipts? To bring it back to Jesus and preach at you for just a little moment, I am trying to be as gracious as possible with LATAM at this point. I know that certain things can get out of control, but all we ask is for a little compensation just to meet us partway, because we suffered emotionally, physically, and legally speaking with traveling with unaccompanied minors. That's really questionable. So if anybody knows a good attorney out there, let me know. And by the way, if you're wondering what we did in southern Peru, we run a nonprofit self-defense mixed martial arts ministry where we go around the globe teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and street fight-centric self-defense techniques in impoverished neighborhoods. It's the coolest thing ever. If you have a chance to check out KA, that is our nonprofit. Go all over the world sharing not only self-defense tips and tricks, but also the love of Jesus. Because you are valuable, so valuable that Jesus died for you, and that value is worth defending if someone were to try to attack you. So if you want to follow along with our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ministry, you're welcome to. In the meantime, let me know a good lawyer.